Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Gina, and on this channel we talk about plants, and in this video we are going to be talking about a lot of plants. We have lots of plants to look at. So this video is going to be an update video. So basically, if you are into Hoyas, if you love Hoyas, especially if you really love small leaf Hoyas, you are going to love this video because I'm going to give you updates on all of my newly acquired Hoyas, mostly small leaf Hoyas, that I purchased within the last, I would say, 8 months. I'm going to give you updates on them. So when I purchase Hoyas, my favorite way to get them is as little cuttings, little 2-leaf, 1-node cuttings. The reason I like doing this is, for one, I like growing them out. I find that enjoyable to like grow them from just couple little leaves to a big, beautiful plant. Really love that. Secondly, it is I'm very space-minded when I purchase my plants. And what I mean by that is I don't have a lot of space. So it is easier for me to get smaller plants rather than big, large, fully grown plants. Smaller plants, I can squeeze them all in. And then as they grow, because I have a plant shop, I cut them so they never really get like super huge. So small plants, they stay pretty small, and because I am cutting them a lot. And then the third reason they are my favorite way to grow is it is the easiest way to avoid introducing pests into your collection. That's just how it is. So I get the cutting. When I receive it, I spray it with some DIY pest spray. And then I stick them into the soil and I put them into my grow tent. And that is just, it works. It works really great for avoiding introducing pests into your collection. So that is why I do cuttings. So now you can kind of see some of them right here. I have a bin filled. This is just one bin. I have to make multiple trips. These guys all live in my grow tent. And I'll be making multiple trips to the grow tent to share with you these updates. So we're going to do that. In addition to that, at the very end of this video, I'm also going to take you outside for an update on how the garden is growing. Now today is an extremely gloomy, ugly day. It's not, actually the sun is coming out a little bit, which is nice. But the video you're going to be seeing of the outside is from maybe like 2 weeks ago. Right before we got another big heat wave of like almost 100 degrees or 100-degree weather, which really hurt a lot of the plants out there. So they're not looking as good as they look in the video you're going to be watching at the end of this. But everything is still really pretty, and I'm excited to give you updates on what's going on out there. So let's get started. Let's start looking at some of these Hoyas. Okay, so let's start with one of my very favorites. And all of these have grown really well. I don't think any of them have been like stunted, or sometimes that happens, like when I'm propagating plants, and I'll do multiples, like say for instance this one, I'll cut this one into multiple plants. And sometimes you'll get a cutting that just refuses to grow. It just doesn't want to grow. Luckily, none of the ones that I purchased, and I get all of mine on Etsy, none of the ones I purchased, actually Etsy and eBay is where I go. None of them have been stunted. Not in this batch. Not this batch. In the last 8 months or so. Okay, so this one, I love this one. It has grown really well for me. So this here is the Hoya Cumingiana, and this is a variegated one, but this is one that is inter-variegated. So this is my mother plant. So this started out as just 2 little leaves. I don't even know if I can't even see where the new growth has started. It's like just this whole vine is all the new growth. Sometimes you can see where the previous owner had cut the plant, and then you see the new growth popping out on the side of that cut portion. But I can't even see that. I don't even see that. Anyway, a little technical, but so yeah, so this is intervariegated. It is plenty big enough for me to start chopping at it. However, I don't want to do that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to start chopping it. I want to let it grow some more. So, and if I am ambitious, I'm going to put on the screen here when exactly I purchased this, like when I acquired it, so you can see how many months have progressed between when I got it with just 2 leaves to how it is looking now. So that's the Hoya Cumingiana intervariegated. Okay, next up, another one of my favorites. Not all of them are my favorites, but there are a few that are my favorites. And this is one, and this is the Hoya enduensis. Now this one here, I said this before when I first got it, like what, I don't know what took me so long to add this plant to my collection. It is absolutely stunning. So it is very similar to, not really, it's kind of similar to the Hoya, drawing a blank, the name I'm trying to think of will be on the screen. Very similar, sort of, in that they have like these ruffled edges. However, the enduensis is so much better, way better. The other one I was trying to think of it's kind of a fussy one. It's a slow grower. Actually, this one is kind of a slow grower too. So you can see this is as big as it has gotten since I got that cutting. Actually, there's like 2 cuttings in here. Yeah, this is 2 cuttings. So I don't remember if when I received it, and I do remember doing this with some of my plants, when I received the cutting, it was big enough that I could cut it into multiples, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. So that might be what is going on here. I was able to make 2 cuttings out of the one big cutting. Multiple leaf cutting. So anyway, I love this plant. Absolutely love it. I love the color of it. I love its matte green. It's not shiny. It's just matte green. Just a beautiful green color. So it's going to be a while before I'm able to propagate this one because it's just like, it's a slow grower. It's just a slow grower. Next up, and this is also one of my favorites. So this here is this is Hoya lacunosa variegated. And it's just super cute. I mean, the leaves, I love how the leaves stay smaller. Even, lacunosas, they can, even though they're kind of considered small leaf Hoyas, the leaves can get kind of big, but these have stayed pretty small. And the variegation on them is just so pleasant, I think. And it has branched out a ton. There's like all kinds of little branching on here, and I just love it. So again, I don't remember how big it was when I got it, but it has grown really well. It looks like there was 2 cuttings. So yeah, 2 main growth points on this plant. So love this lacunosa variegated, growing wonderfully. So that is a fun update for you. And another one that I love them all, okay? So this here is the Hoya Argentea Princess. And again, not a super fast grower whatsoever. This is as big as it has gotten. Just 1 cutting in the pot. Slow. It's slow, probably because it's variegated and unusual, beautiful. It'll be a while before I'll be cutting this one up for sure. I am just so grateful that it has not reverted. I see 1 leaf down here at the very bottom that it's hard to see, I know, that is more like Nova Ghost. So if you don't know, when the Argentina, when it reverts, it will turn you will not get any of this lighter variegation here. It will turn, the whole leaf will be this color here, and that it is known as Nova Ghost. which by the way, Nova Ghost is an extremely slow grower for me as well. So I don't know, just something about this plant is just very slow growing, but very beautiful. If you can get your hands on one, I highly recommend it. It's beautiful, as you can see. So that's how that one is doing. Now I have a dud for you guys. There are going to be some duds. So now on first glance, you might think, that's not a dud. What are you talking about? Look at it. Look at all that growth. Okay, so the reason this one is a dud is because, well, first off, this is the Hoya lacunosa leopard skin. Okay, leopard skin. So if you know what a leopard skin is supposed to look like, you see why this is a dud. So the original leaves, there was 2 original leaves. Here's the original leaves right here. Do you see? Silver and speckled, 2 of them down there. But unfortunately, all the new growth that this plant decided to put out has been just reverted to plain old, boring lacunosa. So that is why this one is a dud. And this can happen, which is why I don't like selling cuttings, because I would hate for this to happen to somebody, that I send them a cutting and it does this. I would hate for that to happen. That's why I like to do my cuttings and then watch them, watch for that new growth, see the new growth. And yeah, so there's no surprises. So anyway, this is Hoya lacunosa leopard skin, but it's a dud. It's a dud. So I was actually just holding on to this so that I could show you guys. So I can show you what it did, like in an update like this video. So I think my plan, I don't know what my plan is with this. Gosh, I'll probably just cut this one all the way back and hope that it will push out a new growth point that will actually be leopard skin looking. That's the plan for that one. All right, so this one is kind of a fun one. Now this also started as just 2 leaves, and this was actually a freebie. It came with something more expensive, some more expensive cuttings that I purchased, and the seller threw in a freebie, and this is the freebie. Now originally, I couldn't tell what it was, like originally, like, okay, so here is an original leaf down here, see that? So it just kind of looks like a Croniana, and I think she called it like, oh yeah, and I have the old tag in here. She called it Hoya Croniana True Form. So I guess the true form gets like really big leaves. However, I don't think it is. I don't think that's what, because look at these leaves. You see this? This totally looks like, do you know? My Hoya experts out there, you tell me, my Hoya experts out there, if you agree with me that this is Lacunosa amarillo. That's what I think. Because this is exactly what my Lacunosa, Hoya Lacunosa amarillo looks like. The leaves look like this. If you have a Croniana true form out there, does your true form put out leaves like this? Let me know. But yeah, it's kind of a, at the moment it's no ID, but I still think it's a Lacunosa amarillo. But I don't know for sure. I don't know. So maybe someone out there can help me figure out what it is. All right, so here is this one has grown a lot for me. So this is Hoya spectacema, a really cute little small leaf Hoya. And I'm not sure what the flowers look like. A flower picture, I'll put a flower picture up here because I don't even know. Yeah, really cute, real fuzzy little leaves on this one. And it has grown a ton. You know, it started out just like a couple, maybe 4 leaves. And this is what it's done since the date here. It's grown pretty good, really good, and really cute. Love the shape. Love the shape of these leaves. Almost kind of round, which is my favorite shape. round leaves, but yeah, and I love the fuzziness on this one. Really cute. All right, you guys. So that is everything in this bin. I'm gonna go get more. I'm gonna go get more for you. So hang on, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right. So I actually brought up 2 bins. So that'll save a little bit of time. Although I have so many, I have to go down again to get more. Okay, so now this first one here. This is exciting for me. This here is the Hoya carrii with a C. So it's Hoya, and also it has a number name. It's NS13-064, I think. But Hoya carrii with a C. And it is an adorable, look at these leaves. You know, they kind of remind me a lot, except leaf shape is incorrect. And also genus is incorrect. Oh, the kitties are here. I think I'm going to have to let Nora out. I think she wants. Not yet. She's staring at the door. Anyway, oh, you want to see the kitties? Why don't we just, because I know you guys enjoy seeing the kitties. So let's just, I think my light might get in the way. Let me just show you them for the kitty fans. There they are. I think they're both thinking about leaving. Nikki and Nora, both thinking about leaving. I think I'm gonna let them out. Let me let them out. Yeah, she's headed to the door now. I'm gonna let them out real quick. Sorry, little, oh, both of them are at the door now. Both of them have left the premises. Okay, let me get resituated here. All right, so we were talking about Hoya carrii. Carrii with a C, not with a K. I have a Hoya carrii with a K, a big giant one you guys have seen. Okay, so I was mentioning that this very much reminds me of, and tell me if you agree, if you think so too, the philodendron micans. It's the color of the leaves. It's that deep, and I have one in here, but I don't feel like grabbing it down. But it's that same deep green with kind of a reddish color to it. Do you see that? Leaf shape is not correct, but anyway, this is a gorgeous, stunning, outstanding Hoya, you guys, outstanding. Like, even if you, I don't think it's fuzzy, but it feels so nice. It kind of feels like chia pens, like Syngonium chia pens, kind of that latex feeling to it. So, and you can see mine has grown a ton. It has been a really good grower for me. Here are the original 2 leaves, and there's, you know, I was talking about the old cut. You can see on some of these where the old cut is, and then this is all the new growth that popped out. That's the top of the old cut there. Anyway, from these 2 leaves to all of this, and this is the date that I got it. So it has been a really super great grower for me. I'm really happy with it. Hoya carrii, doing wonderfully. And then let's do this one here. This is the Hoya odorata. It's growing okay. It's not as wonderful and fabulous as our carrii we just looked at, but maybe the flowers are something special. But it's a cute leaf. It's a small leaf, smaller leaf. You can see the leaves are a little bit sizing up, but yeah, really cute. It's cute. It's cute. And it started with just these 2 leaves right here. Pretty positive. And this is all the new growth from that. Hoya odorata. It's a nice one. And then this one, this is pretty. So this is Hoya parviflora splash, which has grown a lot. So this looks like another one of those where when I got it, I was able to chop it into a couple pieces. Let me give you a closer look at the leaves. Real nice speckling on this one. And this, yeah, this looks like this vine. This must have been original vine here. It was just part of it. I could just snip that off. That's a dead vine. That's not doing anything. But yeah, this has these 2 growth points on it, and it's really nice. It's nice. It's grown a lot. Hoya parviflora splash. So this next one I'm going to share with you is, I love this one. I love it, but it is so slow. It is such a slow grower. So this is Hoya Hollyiana. And so it looks very similar to a Carnosa Crimson Queen, because it has, you know, it has the outside, the variegation on the outside of the leaves there. However, the shape of the leaves is so different, and they're kind of curly. It's kind of curly, as you can see. They're kind of curly leaves. Just extremely slow growing. So I don't know if it's just my specimen. That's a piece of bark. I don't know if it's just my specimen is this kind of a dud, or if that's just how this plant is. Just a slower grower. It's unusual. And the leaves are not sizing up. They're staying pretty small. So I don't know, but it's interesting. Yeah, don't know. Hoya Hollyiana, if I'm saying that correctly. Now this one is a big, pleasant surprise. So it's a small leaf, and there's a couple of them I'm going to show you. I'll show you 2 in a row that I am just so enamored with these Hoyas. Like, I didn't realize how much I was going to love these. And can you guess why? Surely you can guess why I am just so in love with this plant. So, okay, so this is Hoya peltata. And it is because look at these super cute round, so round, the leaves. They're just so round. They're like perfect little, so each little node pops out 2 leaves. Perfect, yeah, perfectly round leaves, and it's wonderful. And I have another little growth point coming out here. Love this Hoya, absolutely love it. A pleasant surprise. I didn't know I was gonna love it as much as I do. So, Hoya peltata, highly recommend adding this one to your collection. It's growing pretty, it's not growing fast, let's say that. This is one that I probably will not be cutting for a while. I just want to let it grow. Now this next one I love. I'm gonna have to, okay. The next one I love just as much. And this one is one that I probably will be able to cut sooner, because you can see how much growth I've gotten here. Okay, so this one is called Hoya obcordata. And look at these leaves. So they're kind of rounded, but they're not as rounded as the last one, the peltata. But I love the texture on these. You see that texture, like the veining? It's just so pretty, very pretty. And look how just so much growth. All these crazy vines coming out on this one. Doing really well. Another vine down here. Very good grower. Another one that I would highly recommend adding to your collection. Hoya obcordata. And then, let's see, this one. Okay, this is kind of a dud. Another kind of dud. Yeah, I would say definitely dud. So this here is Hoya longicalyx. And so when I received it, it was big enough that I could make 2 cuttings. So this is one cutting here. This is another cutting here. And this is as much as it's grown. So this cutting here has not put out any new growth whatsoever. This one has put out this. This is it. This is it. So not impressed. Not impressed with this Hoya. Maybe over time it might do something, or maybe it won't. Sometimes I end up just throwing them out because they're just, yeah, they're duds. They just are duds. So you never know. That's the thing. When you purchase cuttings, you just don't know. Most of the time it works out great. Sometimes it doesn't. And that is one case where it doesn't. All right, so this next one is doing really well. So this here is the Hoya Croniana Super Silver Black. And it's pretty, and it's a nice grower. I'm not really seeing, I don't know, I guess maybe silver splash. It has a little bit of silver splash. Maybe that's where silver comes from. Now I did bring up, I wanted to show you a comparison. This is a plant I made propagating my mother plant. This is Hoya Croniana Black. Hoya Croniana Black. Hoya Croniana Super Silver Black. Croniana Black, Super Silver Black. I wanted to show you the difference between them. So obviously, like, these leaves are smaller, but that could just be, it could just be my plant. That's just how my plant is. More petite leaves on this one, but color-wise, you can see they're, leaf shape-wise, they're different. Color-wise, yeah, the difference is this one's more shiny also, and it has like the silver splashes on it, whereas this one is just no silver splashes. Which do you like better? Which do you prefer? They're both nice. I think I like them both equally. I'm planning to put this one in my shop and in my next plant shop update. So if you've been wanting a Croniana Black, this will probably be in that shop update. The next one, after my little hiatus of not updating my shop. But yeah, this is a good grower. I like it. I think it's pretty. I like the moody blackness of it. I'm happy with it. Hoya Croniana Super Silver Black. All right, I think that's everything in this bin, but I have another bin down here with a few to share with you. Okay, let's do, this is kind of similar to the Longicalyx dud that I showed you, like the shape. Let me grab it. Where is it? Oh, here. All right, so here is the Longicalyx dud. Kind of a, I don't know, this one kind of looks like Bella or something. They're not quite the same. Same sort of growth pattern, but the leaf shape is totally different. But here's the reason I'm showing you is this is a dud. This one is not a dud. This one has grown really nicely. It has done a good job. Good job growing. I like the little petite leaves on this one, and it's very delicate. It just feels really delicate, and it's really pretty. Hoya pyrifolia. Oops. There's that one. Okay, so this next one is one of my very best growers of all of the little cuttings I acquired in the last few months. This is Hoya manipurensis. And again, I don't know what took me so long to add this one to my collection. It's a common one. I mean, it's not common in that you can find it at like big box stores, or even like your like local plant shops aren't necessarily going to have this one. I think it's more rare, but it's been around and everybody knows about it, and it's been around forever, and it just took me years to add this to my collection, which is crazy, especially seeing how much this one has grown. And I also have propagated this plant, so it's not like, I mean, it was even bigger than this. In fact, I brought up one of her propagations right here. Look how cute. Yeah, it started as 2 leaves, and then it popped out all this new growth here. So this is another one that at some point, not at some point, probably in my next plant shop update, this will be in that update. So yeah, really super happy with this plant, Hoya manipurensis. So don't be like me and take forever to get this into your collection. You will love it. I promise you, you will absolutely love it. It is a wonderful plant. Love the shape of these leaves. It's so cool. Again, it's also like a matte black. It's not shiny, and a beautiful green shade. You need it. Trust me, you need it in your collection. This one is really cute. So this is Hoya minutiflora. It's a real small, tiny little leaf, but it has like kind of heart-shaped, a little bit kind of heart-shaped. Yeah, I was looking up at my Hoya chinghungensis up there, and this one is a little more like that one up there is more spade shaped, whereas this one is, you know, the bottom of it looks like a bottom of a heart. There's not the little, you know, indentation up at the top like a heart, but down here it looks like a heart. Anyway, super cute, very small, dainty little plant, which has been a really good, really nice grower for me. Lost a leaf there, unfortunately. But yeah, Hoya minutiflora. A nice one, very nice. And I do have one larger leaf one to share with you. So this is the Hoya obovata outer variegated. And not, you know, for being a larger leaf Hoya, I thought it might be a faster grower, but this is all I've gotten right here, right here. And I seem to remember my other obovata variegated. So this is outer variegation, my other one, outer variegation on the outside of the leaves, outside margins. And my inner variegated, you know, inside is where the lighter color is, and this darker color would be on the outside. My other one with the inner variegation, I feel like that one was also kind of a slow grower. So yeah, I don't think that's unusual for this one to be kind of slow like this, but it's nice, it's pretty. All right, that's all these been, so I'm gonna go get, I got more for you guys. Okay, so I have a bunch here to share with you. They're a bunch. Now this bunch here, this bin here, these are all plants that I was given by Kira. Hi Kira, if you're watching, and I have an exciting update for you, so hang in there, you're gonna see something you're gonna love. But Kira, okay, so Kira we met here on my channel, and she is local to me, sort of local. She lives in Colorado, not my city, but fairly close. So she has purchased plants from me, and she comes to pick them up. Instead of me shipping, she'll pick them up. And she always brings me, well, not always, but, well, maybe always. She always brings me little gifts, like cuttings, and like, she's amazing. She's just amazing. She has a huge Hoya collection. She has more Hoyas than me, I'm certain. And she just brings me cuttings from her plants. So all these that you're going to see in this bin are all gifted from Kira. So this first one is the Hoyas, and I don't know how to pronounce it, Sasuela. So now the cuttings she gave me were pretty big, and I don't think I might have trimmed a couple of them down. Like, yeah, I did. A couple of them I made into like a couple cuttings out of them, but this is one I didn't. So I have no idea, like how, I can't remember how big it was when she first gave it to me. I think I maybe have had these a month, maybe. It's been a month, maybe. Maybe not even a month, but it's really cute. And I'm going to put pictures of the flowers up here. I think every single one of these, except for one that she brought me, I was not familiar with. I was like, I didn't even know that they existed. So these are very exciting. And yeah, this one is really pretty, growing really nicely. So there's that one. And then this one. Now I don't see any new growth out of this one yet, but it's a really cute. This is Hoya pentaflebia. And I know I'm probably butchering these names, of course, but that's what this one looks like. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Honeyas, the leaf shape, kind of Honey-ish. And the picture of the flower will be up here because I just don't know. But here, you know, these are all cuttings, unrooted cuttings, and here's some nice root growth here. Just hasn't put out any new like leaves. No new leaves yet. I'm going to do the one I'm super excited to show Kira. So remember Kira, the Weibergier round leaf. That's what this one is called. So now this one is special because this is, oh, I see leaves. I see tiny little leaves. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one, I am growing this out for Kira. So she really wanted this plant, as you can see why. It's beautiful, but she has trouble growing out from cuttings. Like she doesn't have good luck with growing out for cuttings, and she knows I do. So she asked me if I would be interested in growing this out. She bought the plant, she bought the cutting, and if I could grow it out for her, and then I can take a cutting from it, and then she would get the rest of the plant. I was like, sure. Yeah, that works for me. It's a beautiful plant, and you can't really see it, but there is finally a little growth point popped out of there, and I see two leaves, two tiny, tiny little leaves in there. So that's Weibergier round leaf. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing it, but this is super exciting. Finally, we get some leaves. I've been watching it every day. I look, I'm like, where is it? Finally, today, I see the leaves. Okay, so we'll do another super cute little one here. So this is the Papua PNGIM-08. Look how delicate and small. Like this is kind of like Tang Chong Gensis, small leaves, sorta. It's little, it's very little. But I'm excited to be growing this one out, to have this in my collection, and it is rooted. I can tug on it, and it even has a new little growth point there at the bottom. You might be able to see it sticking out. Yep, pretty cool. Oh, and also like right here, that's another vine popping out. Nice grower. And then we have, these are all kind of smaller leaf. Not all of them, but they seem a little bit smaller leaf to me. This is Mini Wyetii PG04. Really cute. I love the Wyetii, and now I have a mini. Never had the mini. I actually had heard of this one before, and I had looked at it to pick it up, but I just never did, and now I have it thanks to Kira, because she's the sweetest person ever. And then she gave me the Hoya chlorantha. It's a nice one, interesting leaf shape. And the flower picture will be up here. And here you can see a new little growth point popping out. This is one that I chopped into two. I can see I chopped it into two pieces. Maybe even three pieces, because I see three growth points here. I see this growth point here, then this main one here, and then there's another one way down here. So that's exciting Don't know what the flower looks like, but you saw it there on the screen. And this is a larger leaf. This is the pubic corolla, aka black dragon. So this is one I chopped into 2 pieces, and you can see this is the new growth right here. And this is just after like a month-ish. I don't think it's been more than 4 weeks, really, I don't. This one here is cute, the Hoya elegantha. Pretty. Very thin leaf on this one. Cool, love it. And then, I don't think I showed you this one, I don't think. Hoya persicina. There's the name there. Cute. I think this is a new leaf. Pretty sure this is the new growth since I got it. Fun. And then finally, another spectacema. We looked at a spectacema. So I had the spectacema, but she brought me, I didn't realize I had it. And she brought me another. And this is one I cut into like 3 or 4 pieces because it was pretty big. So it must grow really well for her too. And that is it. That is it. I think that's it. I probably missed some, like there might be some little ones that I picked up and I stuck on the grid system. Yeah, like I think like Hoya Lei Prism Pink is on my grid system in the grow tent, so it's not easy for me to remove it, but I have made propagations out of that. And I'll show you a picture here of what one of the propagations looks like. It's a pretty fast grower. It's a beautiful plant, Hoya Lei Prism Pink. It gets the pink on the outside of the leaves, and yeah, it's gorgeous. So okay, so that is it. Like I said, that is it for all the updates on the cuttings. Now I want to take you outside, and you can see how things are. It's going to be just a real quick little outside look at how things are growing and some new things. You'll see some new things out there. All of this video you're seeing here was taken about 2 weeks ago on a very sunny day. Today is a very rainy, stormy day, but it's very beautiful here. And then, like I said before, this was before we had this 100-degree weather hit us. And like my sunflowers here are still looking magnificent. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And those sunflowers came from just the sunflower seed that I feed the birds. Every year I just sprinkle some of those seeds down there, and they do that. This is new. This is my new hummingbird feeder that I put on my window. I was inspired by Lynn. She has one, and yeah, and here is a video of one of my little cuties visiting. I love how the suction cup kind of magnifies the birds, and they're just adorable. I love sitting at my desk at my computer and looking up and seeing the hummingbirds there. They're not coming around as much as they were 2 weeks ago. I think some of them have started migrating already, and I think by the end of September they are pretty much all gone from my area, sadly. So, but anyway, so over here you can see this is my butterfly bush. Is that what it's called? Butterfly bush? I think it's butterfly bush. And I would think I would see lots of hummingbirds at this, but I don't. But you can see bees, plenty of bees there, and I do see butterflies on it, but not as many as I thought I would see. So here, the butterfly garden is looking nice. It's not looking as nice today as it was here, but everything's doing well. A lot of stuff is done blooming, but there's still some, like there's some annuals there that are still popping out flowers, and all of my plantings that I did this year they all look great. And this zinnia here actually popped up on its own from last year. And actually today it has even more flowers than it does here in this video. The black-eyed Susans are gorgeous here. Not so much today. They're really dying down now. But so here's the garden, which is pretty impressive now. I mean, it should be better, but it's looking a lot better today than it did last time. That is our first zucchini there, which we ate like 2 days ago. It was absolutely delicious. And yeah, there is one more in there growing. Actually, no, I took it out the other day, and we might have it for dinner tonight. So here, the cucumber, honestly, I didn't think I would get any cucumbers this year, and we're gonna get one, at least one this year. I threw down some nasturtium seeds. What you see there, that's nasturtium. I haven't been out today to see if it is blooming yet, but I have a feeling it could be because we've gotten a lot of rain. This is my mint. This here is the reason why I grow mint in my garden, because I love the flowers, and the pollinators are just absolutely love it. They're all over it. They can't get enough of it, and I just love mint. I just love mint. And the tomatoes here are doing great. You see a lot of green ones here. Since this video was taken, a lot of them have ripened, and we've been enjoying them. The little ones are little sun golds, and then these bigger ones are like heirloom varieties. We've only gotten one heirloom variety to ripen, and we've eaten it, and it's fabulous. It was fabulous. I have a feeling all of these you're seeing here that are green, they're going to be ready at the same time. So I got to figure out what to do with all the tomatoes. This is a new planting. This is a hyssop, which is, I bought it because hummingbirds love it. When we were at the garden center, the hummingbirds were all over this. It's also called licorice mint, and it smells like licorice. It's incredible. I highly recommend adding one of these to your garden. I love it. And I've seen the hummingbirds all over it here at my house. So all of my container gardening here is looking good. My nasturtiums have bloomed, as you can see. Now I did plant nasturtiums also with the basil, and you can see there they don't look so good. They never really grew, so I don't know what's going on there. The little bat face flowers here, aren't they adorable? They are probably my favorite planting this year, and if I can remember, I'm going to plant them again next year because yeah, they're just so cute, and they did so well. So yeah, those are the containers. Now let's see, that container, that one did okay. It didn't bloom quite as much, but that's okay. So we're gonna go look at some fruit trees. Those are my peaches, and they're doing well. We didn't get any peaches this year, but that's okay. So over here is a new planting, and this is honeysuckle. And I planted this for the hummingbirds, of course. So next year should be loads of fun to watch the hummingbirds all over the honeysuckle. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then we're going to walk this direction towards our new Golden Delicious apple tree. So if you remember, our first one, Goldie 1, toppled over in some wind because she had a poorly done, I forget what they call that, but anyway, she had a weak point in her trunk and she toppled over in the wind. We found this one at Lowe's on clearance for like $25. And it's beautiful. We weren't sure, it looked a little rough when we got it, but it has perked up beautifully, and I think it's going to do really well. So here is rhubarb. If you remember, we thought it died, and then it popped back up again. So it didn't die, but now it has died again from the 100-degree weather we had a week or so ago. Yeah, the grapes are doing really well. We have been eating the grapes. They are delicious. They're so pretty too. I just love the color of them, like the contrast with the green leaves and the grapes. Look how pretty. Pretty and delicious. That's one of our favorite things that we have planted at this house. So over here is something new. This is an iris that was gifted to me by Kira. And this one is called Curb Appeal. I'll put a picture up of what the flowers will look like. And it seems to be doing really well in that spot. She said they don't like mulch, but they seem to like rocks. All right, you guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed all the updates, seeing how my plants are growing. A couple of my absolute favorites, Obcordata and Manipurensis. Loving them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you added some Hoyas to your wish list. Like I said, which one was it? Well, definitely Manipurensis. You want to add, you definitely want this in your collection. Hoya carrii with a C, you want it in your collection. Obcordata, you want it in your collection. These are, yeah, some of my favorites. Just love them. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.